Hello everyone, I'm here to talk about autism spectrum disorders, what causes autism, and how we can do better for families and children and individuals who have autism. So, autism spectrum disorders are basically a condition where there is restricted social interaction, and sometimes there may be decreased eye contact or lack of imitative play in children or repetitive behaviors. However, to accurately detect or diagnose autism, we have several checklists and screening tools that have been developed to diagnose autism, and it is distinctly different from ADHD or the hyperactivity, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, where hyperactivity and impulsivity are the main features. So it is important to distinguish between the two because the management of both is quite different. And while there is a genetic susceptibility to both autism and ADHD, there is a relatively smaller percentage of children or individuals where we find a specific genetic cause. However, as more and more treatments are being tailored to the specific gene that is identified, it becomes increasingly important to evaluate if there is a genetic cause that can be found. For example, there are certain medications which are found to be better in individuals who have Fragile X syndrome. Recently, there's a new treatment which has been approved for Rett syndrome. Sometimes, really, might find some metabolic disorders where the management is relatively simple. For example, there's a creatine deficiency disorder, and we just need to supplement creatine, and the children do remarkably well. So, with more and more treatments that are being tailored and research which is being tailored to the specific gene being identified, it becomes increasingly important to evaluate for a genetic cause. And sometimes when we find a specific genetic cause, it allows us to diagnose or monitor the individual or child for additional comorbid illnesses which they may develop in the future or which may not be recognized, because right now we do not know what is causing autism. And if we talk about the recurrence risks, then the recurrence risks in the future siblings or in other family members also depends on identifying the genetic cause. There are many steps when we talk about this. We need to, if we find a change in the genetic testing, when we talk about autism, it could be either chromosomal or single gene. We need to check whether it is inherited or not. And very often, every change that we find in a genetic test may not be in medical terms pathological or pathogenic of it, and further resolution of what we find on genetic tests with an expert becomes increasingly essential. As a research has shown that identifying individuals with autism early and starting therapies early has increasing benefit. It becomes really important to talk about autism, to diagnose autism early, to provide the necessary support to the families to identify the genetic basis so that we can continue to find what treatments are better for these individuals and children. And I hope that we will do better for families and children with autism by raising awareness for it. Thank you.